Yo, I'm gonna preface this by saying this story has many layers, so buckle up. Okay, that's all I gotta say.
Buckle up.
Buckle up, guys.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for exposing my neighbor online after she damaged my car and ghosted me?
I saw what he did there. He said, "Buckle up. It's about a car." Yo, this
See, this guy-
guy's clever, man.
See, this guy's comedy instincts are all the way up here.
Yeah,
all the way up
I see,
here.
bro, yo.
See, that's
Shout out to you, bro.
that's that connection.
I see. I see you.
Got you, man. Okay. I, 34 female, live in a mid-sized apartment complex with an underground parking. Back in February, I found a note on my windshield saying that someone had accidentally scratched my car. I went down to check and it wasn't a scratch, it was a deep dent and a scrape across the back bumper. The note had a name and unit number, so I reached out. The person turned out to be a younger woman, maybe mid-20s, named Kyla. She was super apologetic at first, saying she panic wrote the note, but didn't realize that the damage was that bad. She told me that she couldn't afford to pay right away because she was, quote unquote, barely getting by and had some family emergencies to take care of. I believed her. She looked genuinely upset. And I remembered being in my 20s broke, so I told her, it's fine, just give me your info and we'll sort it out when you can. She offered to pay me back in installments, but then nothing. Weeks turned into months. Every time I'd bump into her, she'd say she was waiting on her next paycheck or figuring things out. Eventually, she stopped replying to texts altogether. Then one day, she and her boyfriend were just gone, moved out of the building. That's when something in me snapped. I started looking her up online and honestly, just to find contact info. But I ended up finding her Instagram, which was full of vacation pictures, new clothes, and this big engagement post where she was showing off her new ring. The same, quote, broke girl who couldn't afford to pay for my bumper was taking weekend trips in Miami and soft launching her new fiance. So yeah, I lost it. I made a Facebook post in a local community group explaining what happened without saying her name at first. But when I saw mutuals commenting and tagging her specifically, I added screenshots and her pictures of her car, the text, and Instagram posts that she posted on her page. It picked up steam really fast. People started sharing it. Then I made an alternate Instagram account, posted the same info, and tagged her fiance, who apparently had no idea about any of this. A week later, she called me crying, like full breakdown crying, saying that I'd ruined her life. She said she lost friends, her fiance was furious, and that she was humiliated. But she also transferred me the full amount that same night. That should have made me feel better, but now I just feel conflicted. Because personally, I didn't need the money. I could have easily afforded the repairs months ago. I just hated the idea that she thought she could get away with this. Now part of me feels like I may have went too far. But another part of me thinks if she hadn't ghosted and lied, none of this would have happened. So am I the asshole for taking it this far even though I got my money back in the end?
Absolutely not.
Talk about it. Don't be about it.
First of all, I'm gonna start on the last thing that he said. I had the money to pay for it. Of course you probably did. But it's not your money that should be paying for it.
It's not.
Like that shouldn't be even a discussion point, you know? And the fact that the only time that this girl felt comfortable paying the amount was when she was put on blast. A whole TMZ post went up, fam, that said, yo, you're a terrible person. You are a terrible person.
It's a fact.
You know, and another thing is, fam, being compassionate is good as a person. You're shout out to you, bro. But you can't be providing that same compassion to every random person you meet, okay? You know, the beginning scenario of she hit the car, she put a note there and said, hey, I don't have enough to pay this right now. Let me pay in installments. That would never be the case for me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have that type of generosity to a random stranger I've met, okay? If she's not willing to pay or we're not willing to do this under the counter, that's a police report. I'm literally going to the ops and telling them, hey, this will happen to my car. This is the person, this is the thing. Handle it. You feel me? Like, this is happening. I don't have compassion for every human being. That would burn me out. What am I? What am I, bro? What am I out here? Am I Barney? Do I look like a clown to you, fam? What am I doing out here?
Barney's a dinosaur.
You know what I meant, bro.
Clowns are clowns.
You know what I meant, bro.
You mean
Am I Krusty the Clown?
Krusty.
Is he happy now, bro? What's wrong with these guys?
He's a down bad Jewish.
Like, I don't have the level of compassion to provide that for every living human being, okay? And if you hit my car, you're gonna pay for it, bro. Just don't hit my car.
So you're making a spam Instagram account.
I don't think what he did was wrong, but I think he should have acted earlier.
What would you have done
You shouldn't
differently?
give people that level of grace at the beginning.
So you would have went straight to the police and
I
said there was a
don't-
hit and run?
100%.
It wouldn't have taken.
No, what I would say is, hey, listen, I understand this happens to all of us. Give me your insurance information, I'll give you mine, and we'll let insurance handle this. Don't even worry about it. Now the question is, does he have insurance?
I don't think
Is
so.
he a licensed driver? Then you're driving illegally.
Mm.
I'm going to the police because you can't afford, paying the thing. But what I will do is I want my car to be put back to the condition where it was before I left it that night. Am I wrong for that? Do I not pay for monthly for this car? Shouldn't I get the car in the version of it that I want? Why do I have to be like, it's okay, the car is broken, don't worry about it. Do I look like, and not only that, but he was made to look like a fool, fam. She's out here spending all the money in the world on trips, all this marriage stuff going on. You can't give me the one band I need to fix my car?
Come on.
Come on, man. What is going on?
So you're saying the initial of letting this person go by with the installment payments, that's
Yeah,
where
I'm not
that's the
giving.
initial fault you're
I'll
gonna.
give my friend the option of giving installments, because I know that person, I know their character, they're probably willing to do it. A random person I just met installments, you don't have that level of trust yet. What the hell?
Exactly.
I'm not giving that courtesy to a random.
So the person in the story writing the story is the asshole to you.
He's not the asshole, but I just think he should have acted earlier. I don't
Right.
think he was enough of the asshole.
Do you think it makes him an asshole for how he treated the issue after the fact?
No.
So you're okay with making a spam Instagram and
She ran away. I don't care if he pulled a KD and made a spam account in order to expose her. He ran away. We got to look at it from the perspective of who was in the wrong. Was the woman not in the wrong for hitting his car and running away and not paying back the installments? Can we
Yes.
agree?
yes.
Is the only reason why she paid back because he made that spam account and exposed her.
Yeah.
What did he do wrong?
Made the spam account.
Did it not get what he needed though?
He didn't need it.
He didn't need it?
He
Why
said he didn't need it.
So are you saying he should have paid out of pocket?
He should have cut his losses when he allowed
Cut
the
his
person. Yeah, he
losses?
should have allowed the person to cut when he said, "Yo, you can pay me in installments."
All right,
If-
Gandhi.
I agree with what you're saying, but to go as far as I'm gonna make a separate Instagram account, Facebook post, and do it, I'm never doing that, ever. No matter how much it is.
Nah, bro.
That's OD. That's to me is like, what the fuck? That's wild.
She ran away.
He didn't need the money
Why aren't you not looking at it from the other perspective?
because he got finessed. If you got finessed, you got finessed. Just hold the L.
Clearly, he didn't.
I mean, he ended up getting the change, but he said it after the fact he didn't even need the change. So why was it?
That doesn't matter.
So why does the person have to suffer consequences after you already had the option to give them the consequences and let them go?
Because it's the consequences they should have had.
So at what point do you cut your losses?
At no point am I cutting my losses.
That's where I disagree.
What are you talking about,
Where I
bro?
disagree.
Why would I cut my losses when it's not my fault?
But also, can I throw something in here? The fact that the first time he put all the information online and the community said this is who it is, I mean, she's a local problem for the local area.
That is a good point. That is a good point. That means
She's a nuisance.
So you're saying that there's more of a community bulletin,
Yeah.
letting them know this person's on the loose, stole money from me, hit my car, be on the lookout. Is that what you're saying?
He probably said, "This is the car," and everybody said, "Hey, this is who it is." She probably hit my car.
He
too.
hit my car too. She's a known. Okay, fair enough. He brings a very valid point. I'm not gonna lie.
So the intention matters.
Yeah,
Why does it
course it does.
matter?
because
I'm exposing somebody for wrongdoing. I don't care if it's a community bulletin, but that can be a byproduct of what's happening. However, I need to voice that this has happened to me and that she just ran away.
I don't know. I
What
would
you talking about, bro?
I would have cut my losses personally.
Cut your losses.
Yeah. If I already made the decision to not pursue anything at the time that I found out my car is damaged, then I got finessed. She was just smarter than me.
Which is fair. I'm not disagreeing. That's why I said at the beginning I would have treated this differently. But this guy sounds like he was a compassionate dude.
Yeah.
Why are you
got
taking
taken advantage of?
That doesn't necessarily mean that there's no way.
I
that
don't
you
think
can
fighting
come back
fire
from
with
it.
fire is the smart option here.
I think it is.
I think, yeah, to build awareness for people to not get in these situations, yeah, that's a valid point. But to just have this person suffer, they may or may not even suffer.
Suffer by their own consequence.
But
Why
they
you
might not
acting
even.
like I did-
They
I-
might.
it's
It
my
might not
fault?
have even worked. You know what I mean? If I'm one of making the account on Instagram to go and ruin somebody's life, I'm not thinking this is going to make them pay me. I'm thinking that I'm just trying to fucking smear their name and cause turmoil in their life. And that's not a avenue I'm willing to approach.
Is it not true?
It's not an avenue I'm willing to approach.
Did
If
I
know
make
that
anything up?
caught.
Did I make anything up?
No, it's not. That's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm
Okay.
trying to say that it's going to cause nothing. You're going to gain nothing from it.
I gained the money back.
We didn't need the money.
I don't.
Well,
what are you talking about?
We don't know if this person said, I can afford it. The amount that he has to pay puts a dent in what he can do.
Oh, let me find out.
He just said, I can
a good
afford it. It didn't say what type of financial situation he's in.
He said, because I didn't need the money, I could have afforded the repairs months ago. I just hated the idea that she thought she could get away with it.
It's the principle.
So that's just literally out of spite.
No,
Or pride, sorry, pride.
it's the principle.
Yeah,
I can
that's
afford
pride.
it, but it may be putting
That's
me in a
pride. At the
questionable
end of the
position.
day, no matter how you frame it,
I don't think it's pride.
it really is.
It's the
You
principle.
don't gain nothing from
I
it.
like the way you said that, Mukhtar. It is the principle.
It's the principle.
But it's based off of pride at the end of the day, and that's
not
just
ba-
unnecessary.
It's not based off pride.
Why not? Why don't you think it's based off of pride?
If someone's doing wrongdoing
Yeah,
and they've left,
yeah.
and now I have to pay for myself, which it may be, who knows what type of financial situation he's in. He may be able to afford it. It may be putting him in a questionable position afterwards.
But you're just adding that in. He already said I could have afforded this months ago. We're not adding financial harm in this. This person not being financially harmed. They already told us this.
But why is the person doing wrongdoing?
They did.
Yeah, announcing that. Why is
got
why is it
God.
wrong?
He's got God.
You got God.
So you have to deal with this.
Yeah.
Just eat
All
it.
right.
Just bite that.
This guy's Gandhi, fam.
Just bite that.
What
Just say I have the change. I don't need the change. And this person's obviously playing games. So let them play a game. Who gives a fuck?
They can afford it and they run away.
You didn't
You're
chase
cool?
nobody. You announced it, and the internet found them.
Still, that's doing too much. I have to make a whole separate account, post their pictures online, tag their car, this and that. Like, what am I doing? Am I wasting?
How did he? But the internet found you. Didn't go for.
Regardless, based off of the leverage that I had, I gave them this problem. I said, "Yo, fill the holes of
You
the
said-
scenario,"
Yeah.
and they did. I think that step of me taking that initial step is just unnecessary to me.
Nah,
I would have just cut my losses there
Why are you not putting anything on her?
because I just don't think fighting fire with fire is smart. I think this person's just an evil person that got away with some evil act.
But you don't
Simple
think
as
there
that.
should be any accountability?
Just karma's a bitch.
Damn.
No,
Okay.
the first thing I'm gonna say though, as a person that used to work insurance, it just like you said, just do some of the groundwork in case this happens. So take a picture of the license plate, take a picture of the damage,
Yeah, do your due diligence first.
try to find the camera footage of any of this happening, just in case you have this information.
So you don't have to go and make a Facebook
Exactly.
later
So
on.
you don't, if this person skirts off, you have this in the back, and you could use this information. I think you have a few months to report, if I'm not mistaken, accidents. So you can do all this afterwards instead of trying to catch up and try to figure this out.
Okay. So to close it out, who is the asshole?
I think the person writing the story is has partial asshole in them.
So 60-40?
Yeah, that's a tad bit. 60-40.
No, I think the girl's the asshole. At the end of the day, if you're willing to, if you have the ability to own a car, you have to take responsibility for whatever your car causes.
And I agree. That's 2 times today I agree with Mukhtar. Wild. Say less.
That's what you think. Comments below.